Welcome back to my channel. This is Lifestyle Aesthetics coming to you with another gym vlog. So here we are right to another upscale luxury cool gym called Temple Fitness, TMPL. So I'm starting off with some incline machines here. So on this day, the one in Madison Avenue, just checking out all the cool machines they got. So I saw that this incline fly was free. So the trick here is that you want to hold the time stretch and the back stretch in order to feel it on your upper chest. So even though you feel it a lot on the upper chest, your middle pec is going to get hit as well. And from this angle, with more emphasis on the upper chest, this is going to make your chest feel more squared, feel more filled out as you lose body fat and getting stronger overall. So having this incline chest fly is a good accessory to include into your workouts. Okay. And then we're testing out the shoulder press machine here. So I feel like with this regular grip as opposed to the neutral grip, it's easier on my elbows and each side is getting its own weight. And as you notice, the left side is slightly stronger than my right since it goes up faster than my right arm. So just figuring out the mechanics here since, again, these machines we don't have in our gym. And the cool thing I like about this one is that it feels like it's vibey. It's dark. Okay, it has a nice dark aesthetic. So having the flashlight kind of ruins it, but you still are able to see like how these work, the machines work. After we do some two good sets here, I want to develop a nice thick upper back. So we're going with the wide grip row. In this one, you have the neutral grip and the wide grip. So right here, my upper back is getting worked down, the upper traps as well, the posterior deltoids. And as you see, you don't need too much weight on these machines. As long as you're able to hold that weight and then just feeling that exhaustion, that fatigue on your upper back is what counts, right? And then just getting that nice good pump, getting stronger in this motion. And as you see, I'm taking my time with it. I'm not like dragging it out. I'm not doing it too fast. A good, nice rhythm, slow and controlled, will help you develop dense muscle in general. So, overall, these machines are cool. I feel like with this one, it's a good chest and back. They had a tricep extension machine there, but I couldn't use it since it was always getting used. So just playing around with these other machines. So the low grip row here is going to work my back, okay? A little bit more of the upper, like the biceps, the forearms, and a little bit lower back as well. So, you know, these machines have a good range of motion, in my opinion. You don't have to worry too much about, if it feels like you're getting cheated out of the full range of motion. No, I feel like for me, these are good. Of course, they're not always short person friendly. So you got to figure out how to adjust the seating and the machine so that way you're able to do these correctly. Then we have here a standing chest press. I don't know, but for me, I didn't feel much of anything, but it was fun to use. And since it is something different, it is quite heavy, or maybe I'm just not used to it, but I feel like, trying something once overall is pretty fun to use and to experiment on. As you notice, they have different grips on this standing chest press, and it's safe here. If you need to drop it, you can just drop it. You're not going to hurt yourself here. But as you see, it is heavy. I'm struggling here to just push some of the weight. And all we really did was starting out with a 35 or 45, and then we just dropped it down to a 25. And here we're just doing some side to side pull ups. Okay. This pull up bar I haven't seen in a long time. So these are fun. I like these grips. They have multi grips here. So I feel like you get to work on your back, but just different emphasis on different parts. Here we just drop the weight. And as you see, once you get to the advanced level, you're able to do side to side. Okay, this is the part where we do the unilateral work. This also gives you some good bicep and forearm development since you're using, more of that specific arm according to which side you are using. So just 2 sets there, and then we're doing some heavy Romanian deadlift. So even though we're using 2 plates, I feel like this bar alone is heavy. So perhaps this is longer, maybe it's more dense, but I feel like the bar itself most likely weighs 55 pounds. And I was kind of struggling to keep up here. And then we drop the weight with a 45 and a 25, and then we feel much more smooth. Regardless, I was still able to do my correct full range of motion, bending the knees just slightly, and you feel it a lot on your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. All of that gets developed. Okay, um, having the Romanian deadlift, good to just work out your lower back. Okay, you get stronger there. And then here, just including the traps. Okay, never neglect them. Just adding that into your structured routine will help you just look stronger, feel stronger, since the traps are like stabilizing muscles between your shoulders and your neck. Okay, so having cool big traps is something that I want to do. Just overall look aesthetic, strong, just visually balanced out. And then this right here is a standing calf machine. All right. So the plates are there. So you use the pin on the side. However, the only thing I don't like about this one is that you just feel it on the top stretch. But even though I'm doing it on the lower stretch here, the bottom stretch, I don't feel that tension there. So as I was mentioning in my previous video, not all machines are created equal. So that's why the little hack that I did with the linear hack squat, you're able to feel your calves getting worked out completely with the top stretch and bottom stretch, as opposed to this one, even though this is a standing calf machine. So as you see here, you don't feel the resistance when you go down. Okay, you only feel the resistance on the weight going up. And I feel like that stretch and that tension would be much more superior if you feel it on the way back down. Okay, but this is how I would do them regardless, to get that full development on your calves, get them nice and strong since they are pretty difficult to grow. And then even though we have already done the hammer grip pull-ups, I just wanted to test out this machine since I've seen it a lot before but didn't really get to use them. So here you see that the middle back is getting nice and strong, the biceps, okay, the traps, they're just popping through the shirt. And this shirt fits me quite well. Of course, it does enhance my physique. However, it is somewhat loose at the torso, and the fact that this machine forces me to just use my back, have it nice and developed, and I'm not leaning too far back as you notice. Just lean just slightly back and controlling the weight back down, on the way back up. As you release, you feel that nice development. So this machine here is good, and the handles you're able to twist them. So you could also do like an underhanded grip to focus more on the lower part of the back. So after we do the 2 sets there, okay, we're done, and then we're going back to our home gym. And as you see, I'm getting stronger here with this incline press. I do want to experiment and just putting these handles a little bit more behind me so I could get a better range of motion. But for now, this is good enough. And we're resting 2 minutes in between each set as we drop the weight. And fitting that tension, forcing yourself to get stronger overall is the key to the muscle growth. And then here you see my chest popping out through the compression shirt. And what's important here, so let's say you don't have the incline fly machine, you do want to put that handles more back, like behind you, so you feel that nice stretch on your pectoral muscles, the chest muscles, as you're doing your chest fly. Also, you don't have to go as heavy as I'm doing since you want to keep your arms more straight, but we're just focusing on building strength in the full range of motion here. And just these 2 exercises alone are growing my chest. We have stopped doing the weighted dips since I have noticed that, yes, my triceps has blown up, my shoulders as well. I don't want to get too developed of the lower chest. So just giving that for, a rest for a while until my upper chest just catches up. Since we have done the weighted dips much more, especially as the first exercise. When you do your first exercise, that's when you're most freshest and strongest. So fortunately, I feel like my lower pecs are more developed than my upper pecs, so just giving the weighted dips a rest for a while. Then we do some lateral raises here, nothing much to it. Heavy as we go. What I like to do with these dumbbells is just decrease it by 5 pounds, sometimes 10. I just want to keep the tension high in order to just have that high intensity. And then here, as you see in this clip, when we are doing the wide grip, um, after you reach that fatigue, I'm just doing some reverse flies here, and then your upper back is going to get developed. Okay, as you see there, the tramps are popping through the back shoulders, right? So it's all coming through, and it takes its time, and you got to be patient when you're in the gym. Got to make sure that you're doing everything correct, getting your steps in, you're dieting, drinking a lot of water. Replace those sugary drinks with water. Okay, you can have your sugary drinks at the weekends at the bare minimum, but don't have it every day because that's going to mess you up and slow you down. Water is also good for you, clears up your skin, okay, your nails, your hair, all that stuff. Um, so we're doing some incline alternate curls here. So I'm doing bicep curls and then hammer grip curls just for the fun of it. I feel like my biceps are good. The veins are there, they're popping out to the forearm. So with the incline bicep curls, you're basically challenging yourself to just use your strength and to build that strength since you have a better range of motion there. Then you decrease the weight here. So I decreased it by 10 pounds, nothing much to it. We still alternated in between regular curls and hammer curls just to get the full development on the two heads of the bicep and the forearm development as well. You get your brachialis, the little muscle on the top part of the forearm and on the side of the bicep. So just mix it in for fun. But as I always recommend, on different days, you want to do your hammer curls. Different days, you do your regular bicep curls. Same thing with the tricep extension. Sometimes you want to do an underhand grip, a neutral grip, or like a pronated grip, just to hit the different parts of your tricep. And for me, what works for me and I get the most sore is doing skull crushers on the flat bench. I feel it the most. I get sore the next day, and I feel like that's what's going my triceps the most. And then never forget to include your forearms, just like any standard routine that we've been doing here. Um, just having some nice, thick, strong forearms is going to help you enhance your look. Okay. Nice forearms also gives you that good grip strength. Okay. They look good on big arms. Okay. They don't look like you have tiny forearms with a big upper arm. So just having that balanced look is going to make you look stronger, more balanced aesthetic. Okay. So something that I'm trying to go for. And also, here's a cool tip, even though I do say 30 to 40 minutes on an incline. What's been working for me personally is just chasing, even though it's not always accurate, the 500 to 600 calorie burn as long as you're able to maintain that same pace without stopping. I have noticed it decreases my body fat just slightly faster. Okay, there's no rush to it. If you go too low on the calorie deficit, there's a chance you can hurt yourself. Then you binge eat. You do want to keep an eye out for that. Okay. Then we are doing the hack squat here. That pause at the bottom. You do feel it on your glutes and your thighs. All right. Making sure you're pausing at the bottom, holding the weight there. And that's a good leg workout. Okay. Since you're naturally already on your back. So you're not going to hurt yourself there as long as you control the weight. And here, unfortunately, the, the, the cable there was kind of messed up. I don't know what they did, but it was kind of loose. So I was only able to do essentially one working set of the reverse grip extensions here for the tricep. And you see that they're popping through the shirt. They're big on my arm. So I was very annoyed since I want to do an underhanded grip. So we just did the regular tricep extension going outward at that 45-degree angle. You're still going to work on your triceps, but I just want to do something different, but that's fine. It shall be another day. And then just ending it off here. Good strong triceps, okay? You are, filling out all those like muscles in your arms and it's going to pop out, get filled up. Um, that's pretty much it for today's workout, okay? The leg extensions there, very standard. I do my leg extension after the hack squat since they are side to side. Just wanted to jump to the next free machine, right? We all feel that anxiety of having that machine we want to use next. So that's what I did. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, get motivated to work out, just simple routines and you will get jacked. Catch you guys in the next video.